Every secret whispered into the void becomes a ghost, and ghosts never stay buried. Join tears and truth for tales where the past never dies. Hit subscribe. You won't sleep anyway. The story begins on October 1993, somewhere in the Sonoran Desert, where the wind carries more than sand. The tires of my pickup truck spat gravel as I rolled to a stop, the desert stretching like a rusted sea in every direction. I'd driven 8 hours from Phoenix to reach this godforsaken patch of nowhere, chasing silence. My agent said I needed to unplug to finish my novel. What I didn't tell her was that I needed to outrun the thing I'd done. The cabin hunched under a bruised sunset, its wooden bones bleached and splintered. The realtor's photo had lied. It wasn't rustic. It was a tomb. I dragged my duffel bag inside, the door groaning like a wounded animal. Dust motes swirled in the dying light, settling on a moth-eaten couch and a stove older than my dead father. The silence was immediate, heavy. Wrong.by midnight, the desert cold seeped through the walls. I built a fire, the flames clawing shadows onto the ceiling. That's when I heard it. A faint scratch behind the chimney stones. Rats, I told myself. But rats don't giggle. I froze, the sound curdling my blood. Then, a child's voice, sing-song and sharp. You're late. The fire died. Sleep didn't come. At dawn, I pried loose the chimney stones, my hands trembling. Inside the cavity lay a leather-bound journal, its pages brittle as snake skin. The first entry was dated October 31st, 1963. Mama says the desert eats sinners, but it's not the desert I'm scared of. It's the man who comes at night. He knocks 3 times. Always 3. Daddy says he's just the wind, but the wind doesn't wear boots. The entries spiraled. A girl named Lila, her father's drunken rages, her mother's hollow eyes, and the man, a specter who lurked at the edges of their isolation. The last page was a smear of rust brown. He's inside now. I hid, but he found Mama. I can hear her screaming. If you're reading this, run. He knows when you're alone. I laughed, a hollow sound. Ghost stories. Yet that afternoon, while chopping firewood, I found 3 boot prints in the dust. Fresh. Size 12. That night, 3 knocks shook the door. The knocks split the silence like gunshots. I gripped my hunting knife, heart thrashing. Who's there? No answer. Just the wind hissing through creosote bushes. I yanked the door open. Nothing but the moonlit desert. Then I saw it. A doll propped against the step. Hand-stitched, 1 button eye missing. Lila's diary had described it. My only friend out here. Back inside, the radio crackled to life, spewing static. Beneath the noise, a woman's voice sobbed, "Why didn't you help us?" I smashed the radio, but the words followed, dripping from the walls. You let them die too. I hadn't told a soul about the accident. The icy road, my sister's car in the ravine, my hands slipping as I tried to pull her out. Coward, the voice hissed. The doll sat on my pillow, its mouth sewn shut with black thread. I fled at dawn, the doll stuffed in my trash bin. The truck wouldn't start. The key snapped in the ignition. That's when I saw him. A figure standing atop a dune, silhouetted against the sun. Tall, a wide-brimmed hat. He lifted a hand, pointing at me. The desert erupted. Sand stung my eyes as the wind screamed, "Stay!" I stumbled back inside, barricading the door. Night fell fast. The knocks returned, 3, always 3, until the door splintered open and he stood in the threshold, his face a void beneath the hat. Not a man. Presence. The air reeked of rot and regret. Lila's voice echoed around us. He feeds on secrets. Tell him yours, or he'll take your throat. I choked out the words I'd buried. I let my sister die. The figure tilted its head. Then it dissolved into sand. Morning brought silence. The truck started. The doll was gone. But as I drove away, the rearview mirror flickered. A girl in the back seat, clutching her button-eyed doll. Lila. Behind her, a woman in a bloodied apron. My sister. Some secrets don't stay secrets out here, Lila whispered. The desert listens. I sold the cabin story to a tabloid. They called it a hoax. But every October, sand coats my doorstep. And sometimes, late at night, the radio whispers, "You're forgiven. For now, the desert keeps what you give it." So do I want more nightmares? Subscribe. The desert isn't done with you.